Is this what gamers want? And this is a stupid question to begin with because yes, they do. It's making money. So yes, gamers do want that. I don't understand what this question is. It's a gaslighting question. It's meant to bring up the idea to shame the people who do make this game successful. That's all this tactic is. Yo, I'm gonna ruffle some feathers tonight. But to tell you the truth, I didn't even want to do this. I don't want to do this, but I have to do this because I gotta stay consistent. You guys know who I am. I talked about something before that is gonna refer to what I'm gonna show you today. And the reason why I'm showing it today is because I made a video. I'm talking about this video right here. I made a video about the First Descendant not too long ago. Well, 4 months ago. And I basically titled it Insecure Women Have a Problem with Females Sitting Like Women in the Game. And this was basically a petty video because back then when the First Descendant actually dropped, especially Ultimate Bunny, a lot of people were pissed about it because Ultimate Bunny, you know, during the height of the cancel sexy female in video games movement, we all had this game's back because we knew what was going on. We knew they were targeting games like this from the, you know, from East because they wanted to destroy what we thought attractiveness from women should actually look like in video games. And what happened was there was this whole movement that I guess they think they won now because, you know, because of certain things happening that I'm not going to talk about. I'm not a political channel, but because certain things went a certain way politically, now all of a sudden people are changing their tune. Who were on board with these type of movements at first, who are agreeing with people like me who was basically saying that it's a video game with pixels. You're getting triggered off of an attractive woman being in a video game. Are you kidding me? So much so that in the West, everybody took on this mantle to try to make everything ugly on purpose. So everybody was on our side. You know, the people who were, you know, sane, the Christians, the people who weren't Christians, people in the middle, people who just like video games. We were all in this bubble fighting the same fight together. And now all of a sudden, since this is over with, since they think the battle was won, the enemy of my enemy is not my friend anymore. I find this to be very hypocritical from a very specific person. And you know, it's funny though, I don't see nobody calling this out. There's a YouTuber named Melonie Mac. I guess she's big. I don't really know. I'm not familiar with her too much. This is the first time I'm really hearing about her. I did some research on this person to make sure what I was getting sent was actually true or not, right? And apparently she's considered far right. I take that with a grain of salt because they call me far right. I don't listen to that terminology. So when they call her far right, I listen to that with a grain of salt, but apparently she's a Christian. She's a devout Christian. She got a Christian channel. She does a lot of Christian shit, which is cool. I'm a Christian myself, but I'm not perfect. You know, I don't have Christian channels to where I'm going to talk to you about Christianity. I'm not that type of Christian. But the point I'm making is, this is what she said about the First Descendant. There was a video going around about Luna. Everybody know who Luna is, who plays the First Descendant. I'm a heavy First Descendant player. I love that game. It's deep. There's a video going around about Luna dancing in I guess this is another outfit. This is like an alternate fit that that you can buy for all the females within the game of her dancing. Luna is a dancing character. She dances to get buffs to her teammates and everything like that. And with the First Descendant, it's very they got very attractive outfits, characters, all that type of stuff, right? This is nothing new. Stellar Blade has the same thing. Is this what gamers want? And this is a stupid question to begin with because yes, they do. It's making money. So yes, gamers do want that. I don't understand what this question is. It's a gaslighting question. It's meant to bring up the idea to shame the people who do make this game successful. That's all this tactic is. When somebody asks you this question, is this what people want to a game that's already successful? It's a setup question. It's meant to shame. It's meant to bring the idea of shame to you of why it's successful. That's all it is. So he sets up this question and Melonie Mac falls for it flawlessly because from what I've seen from her in the past, she was an advocate for Stellar Blade. So if you have anything against the First Descendant and you're an advocate for Stellar Blade, that's automatically hypocritical. I don't even have to dive deep for this. That's straight up hypocritical. So what she said was, not like me. I like attractive characters, but I don't want to play something with naked butts, boobs, or bulges in my face. You play Stellar Blade. I feel like a total loser playing something like that. So you feel like a loser playing Stellar Blade? Does this make you feel like a loser? That look more revealing than the Luna outfit, don't it? Does this make you feel like a loser? Does all these outfits in Stellar Blade make you feel like a loser? These outfits, I would say, to tell you the truth, the First Descendant and Stellar Blade basically have the same type of temperament when it comes to their outfits that they have in the game. Matter of fact, I will even go as far as to say, I think Stellar Blade has more revealing outfits. Case in point, the skin suit. The skin suit is literally a form-fitting bodysuit that shows off everything. And you're telling me that you didn't have the same energy when it comes to Stellar Blade? What changed? See, this is the point that I'm making when it comes to people who, because if this was the other side, right? See, somebody in my comment section said something that made me question, that made me think, because I fell victim for this myself. This is what they said. Just saying, if this was Alyssa McCarthy posting this nonsense, every anti-woke YouTuber would have dropped vids 2 days ago calling out her BS. But because it's Melonie, yeah, you gotta spell the name right though, but I get what she's saying, who is also anti-woke, so they're ignoring it altogether. And you know what? He's fucking right. This is what happens when people get lost in the team that they play on. And Charlemagne said something that I'm gonna have to give him his kudos, even though I fucking hate Charlemagne, but a broken clock is right twice a day, right? I'm gonna show you this clip of what he said that actually fucking made me agree with him.
Problem when we pick sides, right? We've turned political parties into teams. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. Ain't nobody more delusional than me, right? Okay? I feel like we're going to the Super Bowl every year, but I'm not delusional. Well, no, that is delusional. But when it comes, but when it comes to political parties, if you pick a side, right? If you say you're a Democrat, if you say you're a Republican, you refuse to be objective about anything.
That's why I'm an independent.
This team shit gotta stop, because this team shit makes you very hypocritical. Because as soon as you, quote unquote, say something that is against what you were basically toting back in the day, and your tune changed completely to where it's basically like you're two different people now. Now, since you're on this other side, the other side got ammunition against you. Because you said this about Stellar Blade now. See, look, this is how much that she was actually, on board with Stellar Blade, that she's actually posting in her favorite outfit in the game. It's a little revealing, but it's not, as revealing as the outfit that she's seen before, but that's neither here or there. There's plenty of outfits in Stellar Blade that are worse than this Luna outfit right here. So what's the difference? What changed? We have to call out this shit because we can't be hypocritical. We cannot do this. I don't understand why you thought that was a good idea to do. You fell for the bait, and now you just exposed that you are lopsided, that you are wishy-washy. And this is what a lot of people, this is why I say all the time, I can see why people take a look at what I say on first glance and call me a grifter. I understand it. Whether you are a grifter or not, I don't know. She seemed like a good person though, because of what she got going. I like the fact that she's a Christian. I like the fact that she says she's celibate. I like the fact that she's basically had these morals, her boundaries that she's pushing, and that she's strong in what she believes in. I like that type of stuff. I don't think she's a bad person, but what my person said was correct. If this was Alyssa McCarthy saying this shit, everybody would be on her ass. We cannot be two-faced. We cannot be like, okay, since you're on my team, I got to protect you. We cannot do that. Otherwise, we come off as fake. And this is the reason why I like being where I am. I do not have nobody's back. I'm on nobody's team. I look at things from a fair assessment lens. And if I see something that is contradictory, I'm going to call it out. Like every single person on this platform should. Otherwise, you are no different from that other side that you claim that you hold, that you have standards for, but you don't hold yourself to those standards. Otherwise, the message is lost. I love how powerless left and right wing moral busybodies, come on, Merle, y'all people got to spell right. It's busybodies feel about this. They have no control and no say over the foreign industry, which I actually love. They just cope and see as Asia is making money hand over fist while raging at Western devs to never be like Asia. They are similar to how the EU are fucking their own manufacturing just so China can sell them stuff. I agree with it. But this is the one thing that I think people are really, really pissed about though. Yes, it was Luna. 2 days ago, anti-censorship conservatives like Melonie Mac said that the First Descendant is a porn game and that they were against making characters like that because of a video of Luna dancing. See, this is stupid. This makes no sense for you to die on your sword for right now. I'm trying to give it a benefit of the doubt, but to tell you the truth, I don't know why. Because I shouldn't. Because if I said something contradictory, everybody would be on my ass like y'all should. I don't understand why you would do this when you're a fan of Stellar Blade with the outfits that they have. You cannot say that when you support a game like this. You can't say that. This is the game that you were championing right along with us. Look at this. This is all out here. And guess what? That's why the game was so widely received. Not alone, this game had the look, it had the gameplay, it had everything. So that's what made it successful. But this is what happens with people who fight these fights who are on teams. You do this whole, the enemy of my enemy is my friend bullshit until they're not your friend anymore. And then you are like, okay, you were cool to fight with for this, but I'm actually against it. But because y'all have the same enemy as I do, I'm on your team for right now. That's basically what it looks like right now. Because you said something that was just so tone deaf and so ass backwards compared to what you said when this game came out. Okay, so she's responding to somebody when she says this right now, but she said, She's basically talking about somebody who was on the side of thinking that the First Descendant is degeneracy, right? So she basically said this. I agree with this take. I've been fighting with y'all against the woke mob turning female characters into troons. See, this is what I'm basically saying. The enemy is my friend until I don't need you anymore. See, she think that the fight is over right now. So that's the reason why she's basically is turning on the people who actually advocated for Stellar Blade, the First Descendant, and all these Asian games that actually still keep sexy females in their games, right? So now, since there's no use for y'all for her, she tossed y'all to the side. Now she's just going to say that, yeah, I would feel like a loser playing. You're speaking like them over there now. You're speaking exactly like the people that you were just fighting against when you were fighting the fight with Stellar Blade, the people who actually advocated for that game. So you look fake now. And then she said, yeah, see, I like characters to look attractive, but I do not want to be lumped in with those pushing for practically softcore porn and character design. That's degenerate. Curvy female characters like classic Lara Croft, great, but curvy characters almost completely naked doing stripper dances, no thanks. What are we talking about? I didn't hear a word from you from this game. You didn't say not a damn thing. Now all of a sudden the First Descendant is softcore porn because Luna, who's a dancer, has an outfit on that you find a little too revealing for your taste. When you didn't say shit about Stellar Blade, when the idle animations for Eve, depending on what outfit you have on, you can straight up see her panties. So what are we talking about here? Y'all pick and choose what y'all want to protect and what y'all don't want to protect. This is why I don't ally myself with anybody that's on social media. I am a lone wolf. I am by myself. And just like what she said, she don't want to be lumped in with people. Don't lump me in with any of these guys that's on social media. I'm not like them. Because I guarantee you, there is nobody from the side that y'all lump me in on that's going to talk about this subject the way I'm talking about it right now. It's hypocritical. Muscular male characters, awesome. But these mods with Leon Kennedy and a jockstrap, degenerate, no thanks. That's a terrible example because that's not from a game dev. It's just from a mod. So there's mods having females being completely naked. There's mods from males being completely naked. Baldur's Gate have naked people walking all up and through that bitch. And guarantee you when Stellar Blade comes on PC, that's going to be even... Degenerate is not even going to be the word to describe what's going to happen to that game. But the point is, these are M-rated games to begin with. These are M-rated games. Children are not supposed to be playing this shit. And the only reason why, and I can see what you guys are going to say, we can say the same thing when it comes to the trans thing, right? I know you think you probably got me on that point, but guess what? No, that's not the case. They're advocating trans shit to kids. They're advocating trans shit in video games, on TV shows. And I'm talking about Tyler TV shows. They got trans books in schools, so it's not the same. So I don't even want to hear that argument though. When it comes to sexiness in video games, revealing shit for women, it is an M-rated game. You shouldn't be playing it. The Witcher 3 has sex scenes. Grand Theft Auto, you can fuck strippers, hookers. Stellar Blade, revealing because it's an adult game. There is nothing, there's not even a sex scene in that game. There's a sex scene in The Last of Us with an ugly man, but guess what I'm not going to say? That game should not have sex scenes. I'm not going to say that shit. They can do whatever the fuck they want. It's an M-rated game, but I'm going to call out your propaganda. That's my stance on this though. Her stance doesn't make any sense because it completely contradicts what you just said, what you were toting about Stellar Blade. You even were supporting Grums on the plan. And I bet you signed a petition to have the outfits uncensored.
Send the real target, Sony, a message. Cancel your PlayStation Plus subscription. Give them a reason as hashtag free Stellar Blade and get them to allow Shift Up to change it back. Buy physical copies of the game instead. Don't give Sony their digital margin. That's what I'm going to do, picking up a physical copy of Stellar Blade. Step 8. Contact YouTubers. Send them this thread. Get the word out and get them to make content about it. So I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part right now with this. All right.
I guarantee you did that. So if you did that for uncensored outfits, and I'm gonna just leave it up to the benefit of the doubt, right? I'm not pigeonholing you down to that because I don't have proof of that, but I guarantee you during that time when we was all on the same side fighting the same war, you signed that petition. Tell me I'm wrong. If you didn't sign a petition, I'll take it back. But from my perspective, since I'm looking at what you're doing right now, I guarantee you signed a petition to have those outfits uncensored. And you know which outfit that was more revealing than the one that Luna has on right now? The bunny suit. So if you sign that petition, I don't want to hear you saying nothing about this game being degenerate and you being anti-degeneracy. I don't want to hear you saying that shit. And I know you're going to hide behind the Christian shit, right? I'll be contradictory myself if I ran a Christian channel, but I play Doom, Chainsaw Motherfuckers, but I play Stellar Blade with the most revealing outfit, but I play the First Descendant, dress up, I shoot people in Call of Duty, I beat people up in Tekken, I sin every fucking day in video game world if we want to go there, but we don't. So because I don't have a Christian channel, nobody's going to hold me to those standards to be like, well, you're a Christian, you shouldn't be doing this type of shit. I don't hold myself to those standards. I'm a sinner that tries that in my real life am completely different when it comes to what I do in a video game. When you blur your real world beliefs into a fantasy world, when it comes to you killing people, see, now it's like this. Where's the line stop? Where does the line stop? You can't introduce this type of thinking when it comes to your real world beliefs and you try to inject it into fantasy world. I don't want propaganda. Propaganda is evil. But when it comes to just having a video game to where the females look good in an M-rated game, so children shouldn't have access to it, that's when people are going to start to call you out when you're contradictory. I'm saying this right now. I don't think she's a bad person. I think she fell for the bait and got lost in the sauce. And the fact that nobody is bringing this up, who I just did research on her, she knows a lot of people in this YouTube space. And I just checked. Nobody brought her up. Nobody even is going to say what I'm going to say in this video when it comes to her. It's contradictory.